I'm Catherine, I'm a sophomore, and I'm the campus events coordinator at KLC.
I'm Jessica, and I'm a sophomore as well, and I'm the chair of Lewis and Clark Music Coalition, which is LCMC.
KLC is known on the Lewis and Clark campus as the last bastion of rock and roll. It's a student-run radio station that streams online, and I became involved with it. My earliest memory is first semester freshman year, walking past the station and seeing the really cool graffiti walls inside, and they were giving away tickets to a show that I really wanted to go to, so I stopped in, and I couldn't leave after that, and I got involved with the radio show with my friend, and just kind of started to really appreciate the place that it holds in Lewis and Clark culture.
I got involved with Lewis and Clark Music Coalition when I was a junior in high school. I had started listening to the Hero sequence and found out that they were playing at Lewis and Clark. So I came as a junior for this one show and realized, like, oh, I want to be involved in some sort of music thing when I'm in college. And it turns out I'm at Lewis and Clark, so I got involved with it immediately.
The event of the year is called Sunburn Music Festival, and it's an annual music fest that KLC started to put on years ago. I don't even know how many years. The goal of Sunburn has kind of been to expose Lewis and Clark students to the music culture of the Northwest.
Being at Lewis and Clark in the early to mid 90s was, great, because the Northwest was the center of the musical universe for that brief period. So there were a lot of really great bands. And so we really focused on local acts for a couple of years, and some of them went on to do semi-prominent stuff nationally. Elliott Smith's punk band Heat Miser played on campus a number of times in Sunburn in '94, I think. Spring of '98, Modest Mouse played for $500 and gas from Issaquah and a pair of socks for each band member. I came back for Sunburn a couple of times in the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was great. It still had that kind of fly by the seat of your pants sort of feel that it's always had. STAM packed with students at kind of turning it into a rock club environment is pretty unique. It's very different than how STAM ever is the rest of the year, and very unique for what happens at Lewis and Clark in general as far as arts performances are concerned.
Our headlining acts are MC Chris and Dan Deacon
And Akron.
and Akron Family. Hosannas, formerly known as Church. Ohioan. TVP, which is a Lewis and Clark band that had won the Battle of the Bands first semester, and their kind of prize is playing in Sunburn. And Explode Into Colors, which is an all-girls punk band.
Indie punk.
Yeah. Anybody can come for, let's say, one band and then stick around to see what the next band is playing. And so it's kind of just a way to bring everybody together.
It's really kumbaya.
Yeah.
It's kind of our mantra.